So Fortnite has had a good amount of fish items added to the game ever since Chapter 2 Season 1. So in this video, I'll rank all 16 of them from worst to best. Now before we get into it, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to help me reach 6,000 subs by the end of the year. Now without further delay, let's get into it. In 16th place is the thermal fish, and what this does is it heals you for 15 HP, which is pretty bad even for a fish that gives effects. It also gives you the thermal effect, and this might be the worst effect ever added into the game. Firstly, it's not even the good type of thermal vision with the blue and red, but instead this ugly gray and light gray, so it just looks really bad and hurts my eyes. And if anything, it's a disadvantage to eat this thing, unless you really need 15 HP. In 15th place is the small fry, and what this does is it heals you up to 25, only up to 75 HP, and it doesn't heal past that. And this is just a stronger version of bandages, but it can help out if you're like low on health and just need something to heal you for a bit. And it only takes a second to eat. In 14th place is the jellyfish, and what this does is it heals you for 20 effective health, and it has an area of effect splash, so this is literally just a fish version of the chug splash, but it's not as good since you can't throw it to your teammates and they have to be like right next to you for it to work. And it's pretty hard to get a good stack of them, so usually you just find it and use it until you don't carry it around. In 13th place is the hop flopper, and what this does is it heals you for 15 health, which isn't that much, but it does give you the low gravity effect, which can help out with mobility and to get you places you can't go without it. It can also help negate fall damage, and if you pair it with other mobility items, it can send you flying, so it has some good uses. In 12th place is the 0-point fish, and this heals you for 15 HP, which isn't very much, and gives you the ability to get the 0-point dash for a couple seconds, which can be great for evasiveness and like to dash around the person you're fighting and kill them, or for pure mobility to get somewhere faster. But since it's on a timer, you can only use it for a short bit, so you have to make use of it in that short period of time, so you'd have to carry it around for it to be useful, and I don't think it's worth it to carry it around for that. In 11th place is the stink fish, and it heals you for 20 HP, which is alright, and has the ability that when you throw it, it forms a stink cloud that will do 5 damage a hit to whoever is inside of it. And this can work as either a good distraction or an alright healing item, so it has some good uses. In 10th place is the spicy fish, and this only heals you for 15 HP, but it makes up for it by granting you the spicy effect for a while, which can be great for mobility, and also can get you places way faster than without it. And it can also help with evasiveness, so you're way harder to hit, and also can circle the person you're fighting to kill them easily. In 9th place is the snowy flopper, and this heals you for a whopping 40 health, but it grants you the icy feet effect, which can be useful sometimes if you eat it and you're at the right spot like a mountain or something, but usually it just messes up your movement. But I really think the healing makes up for it, and the icy feet effect doesn't last for too long. In 8th place is the cuttlefish, and this is the only fish in the game that doesn't heal you at all, and it's purely for offense, and I think it does a really good job at that. They basically act like a proximity mine, so you can hide them pretty easily as well, and when someone gets close, it jumps on them and explodes for 35 damage, and also you can stack them up to 6, so if all of them hit, you can get an instant kill, and these are great damage and are pretty useful. In 7th place is the flopper, and this is one of the OG fish that still hits up to this day, and all it does is it heals you for 40 health, and it does that amazingly. It only takes 1 second to eat, so it can really help like get some quick health back in a fight to get right back into it. In 6th place is the vendetta flopper, and this does the exact same thing as the regular flopper, but it marks the nearest person to you, which can help when you're in a fight to make sure you know exactly where the person is at all times. And this is a pretty small change, but it's beneficial, so it gets the edge on the regular flopper. In 5th place is the rift fish, and it only heals you for 15 health, but it makes up for it by having an amazing ability that makes a rift whenever you eat it. So it's basically a rift to go that heals you when you eat it, and I think that's an amazing concept for an item. But there is one downside, and that's I'm pretty sure that you can't eat it in the air, but that's a pretty situational like downside, but it's still fire. In 4th place is the shield fish, and what this does is it heals you for 50 shield whenever you eat it, and this is such a simple but amazing ability. It's literally just a big pot that only takes a second to work. It's incredible. In 3rd place is the shadow flopper, and this heals you for 40 health, and it turns into a shadow like the shadow stones do from season 6, and that's just an amazing ability. It grants a ton of mobility as you move pretty fast when you're a shadow, and you're also pretty hard to see, and you can phase through things like a ghost, and it can help you sneak up on someone. In 2nd place is the goat, the slurp fish, and this heals you for 40 effective health, so it heals you for whatever you need. And this comes in clutch so much, and there's a very good reason it's in almost every box fight map, and that's because it doesn't take too long to eat at all, and also can give you an extra push forward that can make or break the game. And this is just an incredible fish. But in 1st place is obviously the Mythic flopper, and I mean this isn't even a question. It heals you for 40 health, which is already a great ability by itself, and on top of that, it makes your entire inventory into their legendary counterpart, and also gives you a free gold scar on the house. And this is easily the best fish without a doubt. But that's the end of my video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to help me reach 6,000 subs by the end of the year. Also comment on the video in the future. And lastly, Cash Henry has some extra money you can give, but that's not funny. Goodbye.